I'm Rene and I'm lost in life. I hope at least some of you can relate. I don't know what I want to do in my life. I don't know what I want to study. I don't know what makes me happy. So I decided to make this video to show how fucking lost I am in life. And normally I don't use profanities, so you know that the answer is a lot. So, how does one get unlost? How does one get found? How does one know what to do with their life? I'm gonna take this off, it's too hot here. Well, I'm gonna figure that out. I believe a person's lostness, or however you want to call it, can be divided into 4 sectors: education, career, relationships, and mental health. Actually, what I said was wrong. People can be lost in anything. These are the 4 things that I'm lost in. Starting with education, which goes hand in hand with career. I'm in the last year of a gymnasium, which means that next year I'm going to a university. I want to learn and then spend my life doing something that will fulfill me, that I will find purpose in. But I don't know what that is. And I have to apply for university this month. When I want to do something, I can spend 12 hours a day on it. Look at my old videos, those time-lapses, those massive time-lapses that I actually had passion about. But I'm not passionate about school anymore. 2 years ago, my average grade jumped from 1.077, that's hard, not a 7, with 1 being the best and 5 being the worst, to 2.6, because online school started and I just didn't have the motivation to do school. I didn't submit half of my assignments. Oh, look, a plane, you don't see it, but there's a plane, you may hear the noise. Anyway, I didn't submit half of the assignments. Oh god, I do hope that while making this video, I will not get a live panic attack, because that would be not ideal. Now, to be honest, I did have the International Bachelorette program, which is infamous for having an extremely difficult curriculum. Plus, my mental health was on a steep decline back then, but I will get to that later. Why am I doing stuff like this? I want to make the video not boring to watch. The way I solved it is by applying to an economic faculty, multiple of them, as this is one of the few subjects that I didn't say a definite no to. Plus, they have a reputation of having a relatively easy curriculum. So, I will spend my free time to figure out what I actually love doing, and then I might change subjects. Or if I grow on YouTube, I might start doing that full time. Who knows? Which brings me to the second part of this video, my career. And when I say career, the only thing that I can think of is YouTube. When I was little, I wanted to be many things. Time traveler, scientist. I ripped the page out. That was unintentional. Surprisingly, never an astronaut. Space always scared me. Too much void. Or an actor! Did you know that I was once a background character in a fantasy TV series with Orlando Bloom and Cara Delevingne called Carnival Row? Well, now you do. I even remember talking to the director if I could have a speaking role. He told me to talk to Marquetta about that. I spoke to 3 Marquettas that day only to find out the one that I had to speak to wasn't even on set that day. Yeah, I went directly to the director because if I asked anyone else, they just automatically said no. Ooh, look, a spider. I'll just place you somewhere here. There you go. I like spiders. One old lady even started laughing hysterically. She's like, ha 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 ha. Just so you know that it was absolutely fake laughter when I told her that I want a speaking role. Show business is intense. Anyways, when I talk about my career, the only thing that actually comes into mind is YouTube. As I already mentioned, 2 years ago, I fell into, let's say, spiral of melancholy. I got better, but back then I didn't really want to do anything except for lying in bed all day and just do nothing and watch Netflix. My record of lying in bed is 29 hours. It was not healthy. And during that time, the only thing that I still somewhat enjoyed doing was YouTube. I mean, I got burned out even doing that. I had several 3-month-long periods in which I didn't upload anything. But overall, I loved doing videos more than anything else, and I still do. Which brings me to the question of what should I do with my channel now? If it will be possible, I want to make YouTube my living. I know that the chances of that are absolutely slim, but a few weeks ago I just passed 5,000 subscribers, which is just unbelievable. Your support means so much to me, but in spirit of this video, I'm lost in here as well. My knee. I just realized that the lighting was completely off. You didn't see my face, so I'm sorry for that, but from now on, it should be better. I just can't look this way, I have to look that way. I get so scared of these loud things. I always thought I was going to fall. No, I'm ripping another page from my notebook away. Oh well. But I don't know what to make videos about. And with this task, I need your help. Help of the people that care about my videos so much that they watch them this far. So everybody who is watching, please tell me what your favorite videos are and what videos that if I would make, you would actually enjoy watching. Even if this is your first video of mine that you are seeing, tell me what videos if I would make, you would enjoy watching. Every single comment will be incredibly helpful. I want to make videos that I love making and you love watching. And since I do not know what I love making, I want to double down on what you love watching. And, you know, find out what I like that way. I have done massive time lapses, Windcraft. I just ended my Skyblock series and I am ready for a new YouTube chapter. I just have to find what it is. Should I even do Minecraft? I mean, I probably will. Or should I start vlogging, telling my life stories like in this video? Or stories of other people? Or make my own stories? I don't know. I'm counting on your help with that. And before I get to the last two categories, relationships and mental health, which go hand in hand, so I'll do them together, I want to explain why I chose this place to make this video in, why I didn't do it at home. This is where my secret base was as a kid. I was always fascinated how in movies, the kids always had some kind of secret base and forts, and I always wanted one. So I went exploring and I found this place together with the lake that you saw earlier, which for about 11 years of me living a kilometer next to it, I didn't even know it existed. And the grass here, during summer looks absolutely beautiful. I'll try to find some old pictures, which you should be seeing now. If you're not seeing them, that means I didn't find them. I did! But unlike in the movies, I used to come here alone because I didn't have many friends. I just had this rock full of ants, which used to be completely white. So, you know, I called it the White Rock. Very original, I know. And I used to literally buy wooden sticks for $2, like this long, with which I played as if I was a Kung Fu or a Jedi Master. I actually got really good at it, and I still do it when I go to the gym with those like balance long thingies. I know how you call them, but like they're long, so I play with them. I'm really surprised that I haven't broken their windows yet, but you know, I got practice. I have also bought a bow for $8, which if you go through this naturally generated path, I have hid in that tall grass right there. Naturally, it got stolen. Then, about a month later, it got returned right here, and then it got stolen again. Then, I wanted to learn knife throwing, so naturally, I bought a kitchen knife and started throwing it at that tree right there. And eventually, it broke, so I put a twig on the other side, which just broke. Perfect. But yeah, I used to learn how to throw knives with this knife, which belongs to the kitchen, and I put a twig on the end. You can see right here, I duct taped it because I thought it would make the flight path straighter, but you know, it didn't do that. It just didn't really fly very well. But you know, that was the children's idea of fun. I was a weird child. I brought a lot of things around here because I was playing as a child, but the only thing that I could actually still find was that knife there. What I want to say is I have an emotional connection with this place. That's why I want to record the video here. As now I will talk about my mental health and relationships, stuff that I don't even tell my friends, but I do to thousands of strangers on the internet. Oh, the irony. In the girlfriend area, I just want someone that I can always talk to, that will always be there for me, and I will always be there for her. But I'm lost in here as well, as I don't feel like that with anyone, and that makes me lonely. Now, most of the things I want to talk about, I don't even know how to talk about, which is another problem that I am having. Sometimes I can talk to people for hours and not run out of things to say, but other times my head is just empty, and I don't know what to say at all, and my mind just goes dead. The last word I said was dead, if you didn't catch it, because you know I talked to the ground instead of the camera, which is where you're supposed to talk. Actually, I have a very recent story about that. Very embarrassing as well, so I hope that you will enjoy it. This actually happened yesterday at the time of writing the script, but like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I'm recording, because I take too long making these videos. Now, what you need to know is that even though I don't think there are any girls compatible with a relationship with me at the moment, there are still some that I somewhat like. And this was one of them. We planned to go out, but she invited 6 of her friends, all female, and when I arrived, the vibe was just off. Because she didn't tell anyone that I was coming, so I sat down, I tried getting into the conversation, but I was in a corner and they couldn't hear me, so I kind of gave up, and I was just in the corner like on my phone or looking at them. Now, the longer I sat there in silence, the more awkward it got. But I couldn't just leave, because that would be weird. So eventually they were like, Rene, say something. Why are you even here? At that point, I was extremely anxious, just utmost uncomfortable, and my mind went dead. Blank. My mind went blank. That's in the script. That's what I was supposed to say. That's the word that accurately describes the situation. I couldn't think of anything to say. There was a lot of complete silence. Everyone was looking at me. I was internally screaming, ah! Get me out of here! I only managed to say that I was chatting with the girl and that she invited me, but they said that they were scared of me. I was scared of them. They said I reminded them of the psycho from Hannibal that eats people. So I went home, and for the first time since I got rejected by the girl 2 years ago, I just cried to sleep myself, as I felt disgusting, because coming off as creepy is something that I am very much afraid of. But at least now there aren't as many social interactions that can go as bad as this one did. So I will always be prepared for the worst. Also, I don't ever have to see any of these people ever again. So it has a happy ending after all. But this thing where I can't come up with things what to say is quite a common occurrence. It is also why I wrote a script for this video, why I didn't just improv it. This is actually the 3rd time I'm recording this video. I didn't have a script before, and the first video was a mess. Even bigger than this video. And I didn't even finish the second attempt because I didn't know what to talk about. I think that also counts as being lost in words, in thoughts. But the next thing I want to talk about definitely counts as being lost. I have an ongoing identity crisis. The sun is blinding me. Well, maybe I'll tear up just a little bit. Oh, this is actually an excellent way of getting like tears for when you're acting. Just like let some sun shine right in them. I know what I'm talking about. Right. Identity crisis. Who am I? Do I even have a personality? How am I special from any other person on this planet? Well, I don't know, but I hope that if I find my identity, I will find what makes me happy, or the other way around. But what is an identity crisis? I used to be knowledgeable, curious, and I loved myself. People around me didn't, so I didn't have much friends, but I didn't mind. Then, as I grew, people, friends, family, teachers didn't like me expressing myself, so I developed these kind of internal barriers, which prevented me from being me and changed me into being more melancholic, sad, and I don't like that person. So I am lost in who I am. And then there's the topic of Friends. Now the TV series Friends, I really like that TV series, but like Friends, you know, Friends. I'm a social creature. I need friends, but I would not be able to tell you if I have any. Because I do have people that I know, that I talk to, but there are only a few people that actually reach out to me to ask if I want to hang out, if I want to go somewhere. And when it happens rarely. Like, I'm always the one who starts conversations, and when they don't start another one after, then I feel irritating, like that I'm being irritating to them. If I start another one, I want people to start conversations with me or just to hang out, I don't know. Like, having a secret base is awesome, but going there alone is just meh. And sometimes I just feel like I don't know who I can talk to. And one day I can have this amazing conversation with this person, and the next day the talks are uninteresting and boring. And we stop talking and I'm just lonely. Okay, the last minute has been pretty much just me rambling about how I don't have friends, even though I think I actually do. I'm just really bad at maintaining friendships. And I don't know what to do. But that's okay, as eventually it will all get better. And I will know what I want to do with my life. I will find myself. I make this video because maybe I'm not alone in this. And if you can relate to anything that I just said, know that it will get better. I also made this video for myself because if I let what I feel into the world, hopefully something good might come out of it. I know, but I believe that it will get better. It will always get better. See you in the next video, which I need your help with deciding what it's going to be. But I will definitely upload something. Well, bye!